Hey guys, I thought it was about time that I gave you all an update after the December mental break that I had. So I really probably should have planned this out so I knew what I was going to say in advance, but nope, I've just hit record and I'm going to ramble incoherently. Good times, good times. So, as of the beginning of this year, actually the end of last year, very much trying to find an apartment to move in by myself because I was sick of living with other people in a share house. I was just like, yeah, no, enough's enough, guys. I need my own space. I'm old enough. I need my own space. So I had been apartment hunting, but just post-COVID, there was just so many people looking at apartments. It was just so difficult to find one. As of May, I was finally able to get into an apartment, which was great. So I have been here for several months. It is so good living by myself. It is fantastic. I recommend it to everybody. But yeah, so that's just an update regarding the apartment hunt. Good times. Now, on the work front, up until a few weeks ago, I had been working full-time. Moving from full-time to just 4 days a week has been a massive, massive headache, a massive struggle. My manager, who, let's put it on record, is an absolute dick, he kept putting it off. And then he was saying that it had to wait till my coworker came back from her annual leave. She had annual leave for 3 weeks and then she got COVID at the end of her leave. So she was gone for like 4.5 weeks. So he kept putting it off until she came back, though I don't really know why I had to wait for her to come back for me to go down in a few days. So it was prolonged and drawn out, and I know since Christmas I've been telling myself, okay, just wait till you get into your apartment and then go down. Okay, well, you've moved into your apartment, cool. Okay, let the manager know now, it's June, so at the end of financial year, you just got to last until the end of the financial year, and then you can go down to a fewer days a week. Okay, it's now the financial year and he wants you to wait several more. Okay, cool. Yep, no, you can do this. Just hold on a few more weeks. So that's been my life this entire year. It's just mentally trying to coerce is not the right word, but convince myself to just keep going. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and yes, the light keeps getting further and further away rather than closer. Just hold on. So that's not been great for my mental health, let's face it. So I was definitely not doing great. As of end of August, I have finally been able to argue my way to 4 days a week. However, remember when I said my boss was a bit of a dick? He had originally, before my coworker went on leave, so like over a month prior to actually going down to 4 days, he had said that it would be okay for me to drop a weekday and still have one of my alternating weekend days, because in my business I get paid 1.5 times for working Saturdays and double time on Sundays. So it's very important for me to get that revenue. So it was okay that I dropped a weekday, but after all that time passed and then we had that discussion again, it was suddenly not okay for me to drop a weekday. And the only way I would be able to drop a day of work a week would be if I dropped my weekends. Alternating, so 1 day a week of a weekend work. And I was just like, I can't financially afford to survive if I lose that extra income. Like, I need weekend income. And he just, gives the ultimatum of you either drop a weekday or you continue working 5 days. He had zero empathy, sympathy, consideration for my mental health. He's good at ultimatums like that. Hence why he's a dick. Actually, that's not why he's a dick. That's just one of the reasons why he's a dick. So I had to put my mental health first. So I agreed to go down to 4 days, losing my weekend days. So as happy as I am to be in my apartment now by myself, it's in finally winning the war of getting to 4 days a week. The downside is that I'm no longer financially stable, which might not make sense to a lot of people now that I'm in a financial deficit. I mean, even to me, I've always said if you're not making a profit in life for savings, you're not really living. But now that I'm in this current situation, I definitely prioritize mental health over financial stability, which still sounds weird when I say it, but that's the reality. I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. I was about to go insane, which also seems odd to people, but I've always worked part-time. So full-time work is just not something that I've ever been able to adapt to. But more importantly, having this channel being my priority, losing those days of recording and having to cram recording in a few nights a week and then using all my spare time on my weekends to dedicate to this channel, like I was going insane. I really was. So that's a short explanation of my mental state. There's lots more going on, but that's the basis for it. So yeah, not doing great financially, especially because my car just needed repairs and my computer is dying on me. So I've just had to buy a new computer. Cool. I've had to buy the parts, and so I don't know how they're getting together, but I bought the parts. They should be arriving over the next 2 or so weeks. So you will hear me complaining in Genshin sometime during this week because I have lost some more audio to go along with all the gameplay I have lost over the last 2 weeks because of my computer slowly dying. So yeah, sorry about Genshin for this week, guys. It's fucked. Don't at me. Don't judge me. I've done what I can with a dying computer. So that was a good $5,000 I wasn't expecting to have to pay, plus the $1.3 for the car. So yeah, money's a bit of an issue right now. So while I don't like being the person to go, woe is me, can you please help? I kind of find myself in the position where I'm in trouble if I don't, financially. Yeah, so I'm going to add on to this. I have a knee injury. It was a work injury, so it is covered by work cover, but not being able to exercise, not being able to do my job properly because of my injury has taken an extra toll on my mental health. So I'm doing a lot better mentally, but I also have these other things dragging me down. So that's why I'm giving you the update video now and not in, say, 3 more months by the end of the year. I'm at the point where, yeah, guys, I need help again. If you could possibly bring it upon yourselves to become a Patreon of mine, even just $1 a month, it would just go a long way to easing the financial burden I am now sitting on with my financial deficit with my job. In that interest, I've also, what's the phrase, turned on donating on the videos themselves. So if you don't want money coming out of your account on a monthly basis, or your income's hit and miss or whatever, or you don't feel generous every single month, once in a blue moon you feel like being generous, you can actually donate on YouTube directly through the videos themselves. There's a little thanks button, I think is what it says, with a little dollar sign, I think. I've never actually done it myself, but it's there. So if you at all feel like just pitching in just once or whatever, there is the facility to do that. A huge thank you to everyone who has been my patron since I last asked for help, no, even not longer than then. Anyone who's been my Patreon ever, thank you so much for your contributions, no matter how big or small. I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, seriously, thank you. Yeah. As I said, I feel awkward. I feel really awkward making this kind of request because I really don't like asking people for money. It feels horrible. But that's where I am financially right now, which is worrying, but I'm soldiering through because there's literally nothing else I can do. I'm now in a battle between financial stability and mental health, which is not a great place to be, but that's where I am. So yeah, I know that this video was very rambly. I knew it would be, as it happens when I'm nervous and don't know how to say what needs to be said. But yeah, so my life is better in many ways and kind of subpar in some other ways. And I'm a lot poorer than I was, say, a month ago as a result. Actually, even just a week ago. I'm a lot poorer than I was a week ago because of these random expenses I've had to expend. I've had to pay for. So any help that you guys could give, no matter how small, would be so immensely helpful, and I would appreciate it so much. If you're yourself not in a position to donate, that's absolutely fine. You guys are still here watching my content and not complaining about me too much, so it's gift enough. I mean, no, it doesn't help me financially, but it helps me emotionally. So if you can't donate, that's okay, guys. Just keep doing what you're doing, and watching my videos because it makes me happy. Oh well, I might leave it there. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to ramble. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. And I have officially aged today. Yeah, good times. I'll see you next time.